What's up? What's up? Hopefully my screen isn't frozen. Oh, I think my screen's frozen. That sucks. I don't know. I just felt like doing a quick live stream, testing this out, and if it goes well, then we'll be in good shape. We are in good shape. What's up, bro? What's up, everyone? How is everybody doing? If you got questions, ask them. I've been getting a ton of questions off of Instagram, so it's been crazy. What is it? Hold on, my daughter. Yeah. Go. Ask Elijah to see who it is. Oh, give me one sec. Give me one sec. I think somebody's at my door. One segundo. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, no, I had a UPS or one of those people stop by. So there's a box in my front door somewhere. Let me try to read the chat real quick. Try to answer you guys' questions. Let me take off these damn headphones. Let me try to read it. Well, that was too big. Mike, what's up? L3 Van 7, what's up? Ashley, what's up? My man Greg, what's up, brother? I'm gonna call you after the stream. I'm gonna call you, Greg. By the way, I didn't forget about you. It was just hectic trying to get the car back on the road, and I had to eat some lunch. So let me read. Any new clipper trimmer reviews coming soon? Your daughter is cute. Thank you. She is cute. So look, I shot the unboxing for this like maybe a month and a half ago. I've been using these, and they're pretty cool. Okay, I'm not gonna say too much as far as Salty Vids. What's up, bro? I'm not gonna say too much as far as like the overall review aspect of it, but the review will be coming out actually like pretty soon. As soon as I do my unboxing video, which I just have to edit it, then I'll drop the review shortly after, because at this point I've pretty got a good handle on this. I've been getting a lot of questions on Instagram about this guy because I mentioned it. This is the model number you can see right here at the bottom. It's pretty good. I like it. Kenny, what's up, man? I really do like it. It's a pretty solid machine, especially for the price. It sucks that they don't carry it on Amazon. A lot of these things are coming from overseas, and we're talking about like AliExpress and stuff. But this is something that, so you guys saw my last video was the unboxing of this guy, and I unboxed that machine a long time ago. This machine right here I unboxed a long time ago, and aesthetically I love it. If you hear my unboxing, you hear where I mentioned like, oh man, the machine's kind of scuffed up, and it was sounding louder than I thought it was supposed to. Now, if anyone does have it, please let me know if the sound that you hear is normal, because what I think the machine came broken. I think it was already a return, and I got a broken machine, because the sound is unbearable at this point. I was using it to cut my son's hair. I've used it for, I like to really use a machine, not like twice. I'm talking about in a span of a couple of weeks, use it almost as my daily driver. And I just didn't like the way it actually sounded. It was cutting good with the blade it came with. I just zero gapped it, so I didn't even have to change the blade. But the actual machine just had a terrible noise. And I'll probably go get it in a second, but I just wanted to put that out. So I think that review is gonna have to get postponed, just because I want to get a new one in house in order to verify if the machine, there's a loose part on it that's causing it to vibrate to the point where it's super loud, or if the actual machine just not good enough. So I'll see. I'm gonna work on that. I'll see what happens. But as far as the review, I can't do it until I get the machine again, just to verify if the machine naturally sounds that way or it is what I think it is, and there's something broken inside which is causing it to sound the way it does. I was still able to do mad haircuts with him. I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable making a review of it. And I do see somebody talking about Michael talking about the Moso shaver. You know why I haven't actually put out a video on that? I didn't get any footage of me actually using it. So because I don't have the footage, I feel like people are gonna be like, "Well, how we don't see it in action?" And with this whole quarantine thing, I don't feel comfortable putting out a video without actually having footage. Now, yes, I can use it on my son, but the problem is I left it at my boy's shop, who I work with every once in a while, and I left it at his shop, and I don't have access to getting it right now. I still have the box. I could just show off the box, but I don't know. You guys tell me if you think I should just drop the video regardless. If you see me using it or not, just know that I've used it a hell of a lot. So I do have, an opinion on it. I don't want to drop like review stuff on these live streams. I'll give you hints, but I don't want to, go as far as that. Hope you guys can understand, because then what's the point of making the video? Another question. Hey, what guards can you use with the Cami 90s? So look, all these machines are all using a wall system. So you can change the blade to a wall, whatever wall blade that you like. You can pretty much change those blades to that. It can use whatever wall guards you want to use. If you want to use the premium guards, you want to use the guards it comes with, or the colorful guards, whatever wall guard you want to use, you can use. I get that question a lot. I mean, more than I actually thought I would get asked. So it's kind of I kind of want to make address it to you guys, because I know it's like a big ordeal. People don't realize, like, they're not copying Andes, they're not copying a lot of these other manufacturers. They're just simply copying the wall system. So it's not a wall blade, but it's a wall clone. So the blades have the same dimensions and stuff like that. That's why you can replace them with a wall blade easily. There's only been a few times where me or somebody I've noticed changed the blade and actually had issues where it ran into like maybe the lever or something, and because it did that, it didn't. You just had to like file the lever down a little bit. So hopefully that you guys, that answers your question. Let's get to another one real quick. Guys, again, this was spur of the moment. I wasn't planning on doing this, but I figured I hadn't dropped the video in a while, and maybe it would be good if I actually just did that for you guys, so you guys know that I'm doing what I'm doing here. And you gotta get some more information. My Chinese sometimes gets louder because blades are trash. Mostly when you change blades, do they sound good? So do they sound good? I haven't come across. Look, so my 86s, I've never changed the blade. I actually, I know in the video I was thinking about changing the blade, but the more I used, the more I ended up liking it and realized like it's actually a pretty good blade on itself. So I ended up just keeping it that way, and I actually really love that blade at the way it comes. But as far as like changing it and having issues like listening to something come like a little bit louder, I don't know. I haven't come across that. You might want to oil them. Not saying that you didn't, but you might want to oil them, see what happens with that. Copy that. Have you tried Kemi's 5027 People trimmer. I believe manufacturer had reviews on them and they are fire. No, I haven't tried the 5027s. Again, a lot of these machines I'm buying them by myself, and like I'm not sponsored by any clipper company. They haven't approached me to do none of these things. These are just machines that I'm looking at and I think is good. I have had a lot of people just start telling me, "Oh, pick up this machine, review it before I buy it." Like, bro, I'm not rich. I can't just pick up a machine, review it just for you, and then depending on what I say, you're gonna buy it or not. Like, I don't have money like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially now that we're in quarantine. Whatever I have right here is all I have for the moment until we get back to some normalcy. So I hope y'all understand. I am not rich. In fact, my life is going in a different direction right now. So a lot of changes are gonna happen. And I just hope y'all stick around and be patient with me, because life has not dealt me a set of cards right now that you know that's been easy. That's why I kind of been quiet. I went from making mad reviews to being quiet. So have patience with me. I promise you I'm gonna be doing, I'll even do more live streams because they're easier to do. But I hope y'all understand. Like, I'm trying to, I want this channel to succeed. I appreciate all the feedback, and the channel growth is like I just told y'all I hit 1,000 and we're almost at 1,300 now. So in a matter of a week or so, it's gone up almost 300. So it's been really good. Let's see what we got in the comments. I love my suckers. Dude, the suckers are pretty good. They're underpowered, but they still cut really well. So I agree. I like the machine as a whole, and I didn't even change the blade. The only thing I did with that was change the bottom blade, and then I was fine. I didn't like the bottom blade, but I could see taking that blade out altogether and just putting like a fade blade on it and be straight. They are really good. A lot of these machines, it's not that they're good or bad, is that you have to understand like what's good about it. And when you understand its strength and weakness, you realize like what you can and can't do with the machine. Some people just want one machine that's gonna do it all, and for the most part, there's not one machine that's gonna do it all. I don't care if you have a Babyless or Babyless, whatever you want to call it. I don't care if you have walls, in the masters. If you go in the barbershop, a guy's not using one clipper. He's got multiple. In my case, I got multiple clippers myself. So there's not one machine that's going to do it all. We understand that there's strength with some. Some take great bulk out, and then some do better fading. So it's the same thing. You got to really understand the tool. And once you understand it, you can appreciate for what it is. And again, some of these clippers are $20. What sucks is after my review, and you guys have been buying them up, of my 86 review, and they came on Amazon and I spotlighted it, dude, they definitely dropped the price. Like, they put it up. Like, it went from a $30 machine to now it's like a $60 machine, and at $60 to me is still worth it. They need to start being careful though. And if the price goes up a little bit more, I'll start, I'll actually speak out about it, because I don't believe, I think what makes those clippers great is the price and the functionality. And you start taking price away and just making about functionality, then at that point I'll start leaning towards more of a name brand, because now I'm talking about warranty and stuff like that I'm gonna get by using a Wall or Andy or Gamma, whatever the hell you want to call them. So they got to be careful, these Chinese companies. And I'll get to another thing about the Chinese companies that I get a lot of questions on. Let me get to the next question here. Nobody got money like that. Yeah, I know, Mike. People be thinking I just be rich and then just be buying. I like, when I'm working, I can get one or two, in a month. That's nothing, right? I'm not working now. I definitely can't just be ordering $30, $40 $50 clippers here and there. It's not gonna happen. Not right now, at least. I might do something where I get like a PayPal. Well, I already have a PayPal, but maybe open up a PayPal, or like a, what do they call it? There's a thing that's called oh my god, like a Patreon. And for people who enjoy my channel, they want to subscribe to that channel, like to the point where they want to support it, and then I'll have the money. Like, it's like a monthly subscription thing. Like, I can make it $5 a month, and the more people I add up, the more money I can get from it, where I can then have that money. So when somebody does ask me like, "Hey, can you review this clipper?" I'll actually have money to be like, "Yeah, I can do that. Let me go check it out real quick." But just me on my own, no, I don't. I can't. I can't do that. What's the next one? I appreciate your work so much, bro. I was just asking if you tried them. Nope, I haven't tried them. I appreciate you for appreciating my work, man. It takes these videos do take a long time. I'm not like a lot of these other barber channels that they unbox it, they do one haircut, and then they call that a review. I shake my head at that so often. It's like you cannot review something if you just put it in your hands. Like things change, things happen. Like a machine can break within a week, and then what? Then you swear up and down it was a great machine, but the quality control of it sucks. So then you're misleading people. So in my opinion, that's why I take several weeks per video, so that I can give a really unbiased opinion on that. So hopefully you guys appreciate that, and obviously I've seen the channel growth, which has been awesome and phenomenal. So we'll just continue to do that. Let's go to the next one. I ordered Chemi Pro T outliners. Chemi Pro T outliners. I don't know which ones those are. Not off the top of my head. Is it possible to put a Slimline Pro blade on a pair of Andy outliners, 2 clippers with? I'm sure there probably is a way. I'm not sure. A lot of it has to do with if the holes meet up and line up. If they do, then there's always a mod that you can do. There's a guy here. He's like Clipper King or Cami King, something like that. He calls himself. I'm not sure. He does a lot of mods on his channel. And the reason why I try not to do a lot of mods on my channel is because there might be a lot of seasoned barbers who subscribe to my channel, but trust me when I tell you, there's way more novice barbers, people who are just kind of in between this world, where they like cutting hair, they like these machines, they're happy they're able to get their hands on quality machines, but they don't have the know-how to actually like even change a blade sometimes. So because I know that, I try not to confuse them by adding multiple layers of videos that give them like, wait, I can't do that. I don't know how to take a hacksaw and do that and then mod this blade to go fit on this, because a lot of people are not going to do that. And I try to keep it simple for people. Like if it's a simple mod, just all you're doing is taking this bracket and putting it in there, that's it. I'll show you how to do that. But if it's something where you're going to have to take this piece, shave it down, mod it, and put super glue, and then take another piece from another machine, and then that to me is I can do all those things. I choose not to, because I think the majority of my clients or my subscribers don't actually know how to do that, and it might be a little bit over their head. So I choose to really be careful on like the mods that I'll show. I mean, maybe I'll get a little more with it, but I'm not sure. I'll see. Okay, let me see. I ordered the Chemi KM 86. Yep, those are great. Margot, I think that's Marco. Do you feel like the 86 are more powerful than the Magic Clip? No, I don't think it's not that it's more powerful, because the Magic Clips have enough power, and both of these machines have enough power. It's up to you to really feel like, if does this work for me? Like when I'm using it, does it work for me? Like when I first introduced this machine to a good friend of mine who's in the shop with me, he at first didn't like it, and then the more I started watching him, he started using it. It almost became his main machine, because like any good barber, he's gonna recognize, oh wait, it might not feel as strong in my hand, but it's cutting through everything. So why do I have to have the sensation that it has to vibrate my hand off? Like some machines just won't give you that sense of power, but they're gonna cut fantastic. So it's up to you to understand that. So it definitely has enough power. Let's just say that much. I love using it. That's why I have multiple ones of those. Next question. How is the Moso shaver going for you? Oh, okay. So I answered this earlier, Matthew. I like that machine a lot. The only reason why I haven't dropped the full review is because I left the machine at my boy's shop, and I don't have access to getting it. And in the process of it, there's a lot of people when you're filming, they don't like that. They don't want you to film them. They're like, very skeptical of the whole process. So it's hard to find clients that are willing to allow you to film them while you're doing the haircut. At least in my situation, I was cutting in a shop a year and a half, like almost a year and a half ago, where I was there for 10 years. I had 10 years worth of clients that I had to leave behind me, and they were 30, 40 minutes away from where I lived because things just didn't work out after 10 years with me and the owner. I was able to go to the shop that I'm at now, but I had to start from scratch. Yeah, did I keep some of my clients? I did, but most people don't want to drive 40 minutes away, to get a haircut. The ones that do is because they really know what they have in you as a barber. So with that being said, I have to be cautious with some of the people because some of the people are like, no, don't film me and stuff like that. So it is what it is. That's why I don't always have sometimes it takes me longer to do a review because I'm trying to get a model that could show the process. Sometimes I try to do multiple people, so it's not, you're not just seeing on one type of head. So as far as that, I haven't got anything on film, but I have used it and I do like it. There are some things that I have to warn people about, and that's what I would do with the full review. But if you guys are here in the chat now and tell me that you guys don't mind if I don't show an example of it and just trust my opinion at this point to tell you if it cuts close enough, then I'll do it. But you guys gotta let me know, because I know a lot of people have been asking me about that machine, and that's why I haven't dropped that video. So okay, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 6 5 4. Yo, what's up, man? Matthew, Neon Blends, Kemi King. I think that's his name. Yeah, you're right. I think that is his name. He's a cool. He's got good content, man. People should go and check him out. He takes a lot of time and effort to show you how to, do these mods. Let me see. Will not regret those 86. Nah, Jesse. The 1986s are fantastic, man. That's the one clipper I will always recommend at this point. Man, I'm falling behind in the comments. Let me see. Let me get back to it. I did put a ceramic blade on mine though. Okay. I mean, look, bro, if you put a ceramic blade on it and it works for you, great. I'm not going to tell you it's not good if it doesn't do that. I'm glad. I just haven't changed the blade because I like it, but eventually I'm gonna have to replace it because it's not like they sell that blade separate. At least I don't think so. So I'm gonna have to change it regardless. But it is what it is. It's a good machine, good blade it comes with, saves you money. Never used the magic clips I wanted, cordless, and couldn't afford them. Well, that's why these like clippers, these Chinese off brands are really taking off because now you can't afford them. And guys, before I was doing these clipper reviews, I was dead set against using wireless clippers, and then I just came to the understanding like, yo, I need a pair of wireless. Let me see what I can do, and that's when I did my first video of it. Which blade does fit with Kemi? Okay, so I answered that question already. The 896s. Look, all of the wall blades will work. That's what it's using. It's using a wall. What is that? All right, it's using a wall system. So it uses a wall blade. It's not exactly the wall. It's not 100%, but it's using that system. So it's modeled after the wall blade. So you can use wall guards. You can use whatever wall. Like if you want to use the fade blade, you want to use a ridge blade from wall, you can use any of those. So whatever you want on the 96s, you can use pretty much any of the wall blades that you like. All right. Hopefully that helps. I get that question a lot. I did answer it already, but you might have just came to the stream, so hopefully that answered your question, brother. Sheldon Herbert just dropped the Kemi. I just dropped. You dropped it, like broken dropped it. Oh, okay. Like you dropped money on them. Okay. Are they official, bro? This is the one thing I have to say. Remember, in my opinion, I'm giving you my personal opinion. My opinion doesn't really matter if you think about it. It's just what I personally think. So when you get them in your hands, you have to use them for yourself to find out, and you have to come to the understanding on how they work. If you just go and you're taking my, like, word for it as gospel, man, again, it's my opinion on how I obviously been doing this for a long time, but that doesn't mean that what I like you're gonna like. You know what I'm saying? So just take that in consideration. I try to tell that on all my videos. Like, whatever I say, it's not gospel. It's just what it is. Like, this is my user experience with it. So hopefully you guys, hopefully you can respect that, because I definitely think that that's how it should be. And because I recommend some does not mean you have to go purchase it. You don't have to at all. Like, I'm not hurt by that. Like, I'm just giving you my experience, and if I like gush over something, that's just because I really like it, right? Next question. I hope okay. Hey Premiere, why did you start YouTube? All right. So I actually been doing YouTube for quite a long time. That's why it might come as a surprise, like, damn, coming out of nowhere, right? But I actually have a channel that has close to 15,000 subscribers. Now that channel has been dead, in my opinion, because I put videos up and people don't watch them. It's a tech channel that I did, man, like 7-8 years ago at this point, and I don't really do too much on it anymore. So that's why I have camera equipment, I have the microphones, I have the lighting. I have a higher quality look than the average barber YouTuber because I was already invested in this equipment. So it's not like I just came out of nowhere. Trust me, guys. That's why my reviews have a little bit more polish than most people, is because I've been doing reviews. I've been doing unboxings. I was just doing on it. I had a real passion for the technology side of stuff. So I have camera gear, I have lighting, I have all that stuff already, in house. That's why my rig looks crazy. My room, like, if I show you my room, like, that all that stuff is not, just for barbering. I had this from my tech channel, and I just decided to do what my other passion is, and is barbering. The funny thing is, I had like a barber. I had barber stuff on my tech channel early on, so I was one of the original people uploading barber videos. If you go to, there's a video of me doing a shape up on my beard that has over 1 million views. But my problem was I didn't separate the two content. And then when I got to a point where my channel started growing, I was confused. I didn't know who was subscribed to me. I didn't know if people were subscribed because I was uploading barber tutorials and tech videos, or they just wanted the barber stuff. So I had more passion at the time for the tech stuff. So I kind of just discarded doing any more barber stuff. So that's why I got to the point where, I just got to a point where I was like, I'm done with this tech stuff. I still love doing it, but I want to focus more on this because I see not just the growth, but I just think the timing is better for me right now, and that's why I'm enjoying doing this. So hopefully that answered your question. That's what got me started as far as my barber stuff. I'll probably make a video about that one day. You might want to ask that again, because I probably will make a video where I just give you a little bit more breakdown on what got me started on this channel. Because prior to the channel, it was already up. I only uploaded a couple. I probably had like 82 subscribers. I wasn't getting no action and stuff. But then when I started doing the Clipper reviews, people started, finding my channel, subscribing, and we're here where we're at right now. You should give away your spare clippers like those I get that question a lot too. I'm not giving away stuff like that. Not right now. I might do giveaways eventually, but just because it doesn't look like I'm not using them, trust me, I'm probably using them. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the machines I've used, I still use. I just find what haircuts I like using them for and whatnot like that. Obviously, when my channel gets to the point where I have a graveyard of clippers, then I'll probably do. But I don't want to give away my used stuff. I would do more like, accomplishments. Like maybe we get to 5,000 subscribers and in a couple months, then I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna give away, two Kemi 86, something like that. I'm definitely, trust me, I definitely want to do stuff like that. But I get people hit me up all the time. Hey, can you just give me a set of clippers? Like, again, I'm not rich, bro. I don't have money like that to just be handing stuff out. Like, I got a life and responsibilities, kids, you know. So, all right, let me get to the next question. Da 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 da. Yeah, fully understand. I suppose the shaver is more about the feelings for the client. Yep. Okay. Yes, that is true. What's your favorite cordless clipper? L3. If you don't know what my favorite cordless clipper is, we've been talking about it. It's the Kemi 1986s. Trimmer, I don't have one yet. These are coming in as far as like knockoff. But my favorite trimmer is the Babeless Gold FX Skeletons. And sometimes you just got to cough up the money. There's nothing I had to do to that besides charge it up and zero gap it, and then it was good to go. That machine is one of the best machines I've ever used, especially as a trimmer. And he corrected me. He said bot/copted. Okay, laugh out loud. It's true. I misread it then. Seen some Chinese trimmers online called Supreme X7 on Wish and AliExpress. They claim you can zero gap blade out of the box. I can purchase some. I got you, bro. The thing with some of these, even if it says it can zero gap it, it doesn't matter. Like sometimes the blade's not good. I was able to zero gap the 49s, I believe, and they just sucked. The blade sucked. You have to like do a. There's people who are really good with as far as filing down the blade and stuff. Again, not that I can't do that, but there's a lot of people who just don't have the capability or that know how to, sand it down, hold it at the right angle, 45-degree angle, so it gets, you can sharpen the blade and stuff like that. And that's all it is. Let me see. That was from Kenny. And then Sheldon says, I respect your opinion, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Plus, it's not a major investment. Exactly. That's one of the things I try to tell people. Some of these clippers are so affordable that it's like, why not take the chance? That was my opinion going into buying some of these. Like, fine, I can risk 25, 30 bucks just to see how good this is. What's the best Kemi clipper to get? Okay. 86s for right now. Kemi is talking the piss now. They finally go on Amazon, but then decide to double their. Okay, so I'm gonna say this: the person, whoever the company is, who calls himself Kemi on Amazon, it might not be the same exact company that you'll find on AliExpress or Alibaba or whatever. They're probably a completely different company. They had the ability to take that name and use it on Amazon, and they're benefiting because we're buying the machines, And here's another tip. Here's another thing that most people need to understand is that I don't know how much longer I'll do this stream for. Depends on you guys. But Kemi is not the actual brand, like the big brand that they don't make none of these tools, none of these trimmers, wireless clippers. They don't make anything. What they did is, if you go to like Alibaba, like let's just say I had like $5,000, right? Let's say I have $5,000. I went on Alibaba. I saw the 86s, and I said I want that machine. I have a name for it. I'm gonna call it Premier, right? And then, or Air Premier, whatever. We just come up with a nice logo. Boom. And then I tell them, look, the only thing I want you to do is swap this blade, change the color, and then maybe mod this. That company will then make my own custom version of the 1986s. And then I can sell them and make a boatload of profit because I can order, with $5,000, I can order, like, who knows, like 500 of them, and then I can resell them because that's what they're doing. They're just ordering a bulk of from a machine that's already produced. That's why you have Chemi. That's why you have VGR. That's why you have Suckers. That's why you have all these other Chinese company. They all are just rebranding it, a machine that already is in existence. And because it's so cheap, they don't spend money on advertising. They don't spend money on R&D. They don't have to spend money on any of those things. That's why when it comes to like Wall and Andes, they have to spend money on all that stuff. So that's what jacks up the price. These companies are getting them for dollars, pennies on the dollar in a sense. So at $30, they're probably making a pretty good profit because they probably bought the machine for maybe $2-3. So to charge $25-$30, they're making their money worth because they bought it in bulk. So they're not having to shell out money to design the clipper. It's already, boom, right here. There you go. So Chemi is not making any machine. So if I went up and I made all my videos and I told, man, Chemi, in the next clipper iteration of this machine, hopefully you can do this, this, and this. There's nothing they can do. They don't design anything. They don't make anything. They don't produce anything. They just buy stuff in bulk and then resell it with their logo and name on it. So that's, hopefully you guys can understand that. Hopefully you guys can understand that. Because I think people actually think the Chemi and Suckers and all these other brands are actually making the machines, and they're not. They're just slapping their name on a machine that some Chinese company decided. And what happens is that Wall takes their design, manufactures it in China, right? Japan, China, wherever you want to say, and they take that design, they start making all these clippers. Now the people who work in the warehouse see the design. They didn't have to spend the millions of dollars to create the design. Now they just take it and make a copy of it. That's it. That's all they do. And then they sell them in bulk to whoever wants to buy them. So that's how a lot of things actually are. There's a lot of things, phone cases and all that stuff, that you'll find are just knockoffs of the original. But at this point, like with these clippers, the knockoffs are pretty damn good, and sometimes they add more features, right? They can't afford to add a little LED indicator readout, where Wall still hasn't done that. They just give you a little light that turns on, and maybe sometimes change color to tell you if it's dying or not. Oh, let me see. Rum Barber said in his video that he recommends barbers get the Chemi 2600s, wondering if it's better than the... No, maybe he never tried the... I haven't... Like, Rum Barber does an excellent job of reviewing clippers, and they're very technical, and that's what I like about them. But you haven't really seen him review a whole lot of off-brand machines. They've been mainly focused on name brand and stuff like that. So it'll be a time when I just review everything and not just off-brand stuff. I'll be reviewing Walls and all that stuff. It's just a little bit more expensive, and these companies are not reaching out yet. There's gonna be a time when they're gonna start reaching out, asking me to review these things for them, and then I won't have to spend the money, but I will always give you my 100% opinion on it. When that time comes, we'll see. What do we have here? The company selling them on Amazon is shipping a lot faster than... Well, when you're selling on Amazon requires you to have a warehouse in the United States. So that's why you're able to get them way faster, because they're saying, look, if you're going to sell with us and you want to be, you want to be able to sell on Prime shipping, you need to carry this much stock for us to be able to say, okay, we're going to back you. So that's why. If they're not doing that, that's why when you see like some of these other brands, if you don't see Prime shipping, that means that they are still coming from China in a sense, and they don't have a big stock. So that's what's going on with Amazon and Kemi. The company selling. Okay, I read that one already. I bought on 19th, and I'll get them on the 28th. See, yeah, that when it comes to that, remember right now Amazon's doing this whole thing where they're like, it's to them that's not a priority, so they're not making a priority right now. It's gonna be a little bit longer, but it's still way faster than getting them from AliExpress, where you wait like a month and a half, 2 months sometimes, or you might not ever get it. That's happened. I would cop me some air premieres. Oh, we should do air premieres. I don't even know why I said that. It was stupid, but okay. Trust me, I thought about, you know how people do like merch and branding and stuff like that. Hey, I might go to AliExpress, find me some dope ass clippers and put my name on it if y'all want to cop them and support a brother. Um, Air premieres. I guess you guys like that. Okay. Maverick, what is the price I should look to pay for the Kemi 1986, or if you have a link for authentic one? I have a link on almost all my videos, like of the machines I use. So if you go in the description, there's always a link to the stuff I'm using and the stuff I review. As far as what the price is, it's up to you what you feel is worth. Obviously, they started out around 30, $35, and now they're damn near $60. They're still worth it at that price, and I would still buy some at that price. Put an ad on your video so you get paid. So now that I have a thousand subscribers, and I have the watch time and all that, I'm able to monetize my channel. I just actually went through the process of trying to monetize it. It's in it literally says in process. So once I get that squared away, then yeah, I'll be able to monetize my channel, and then that'll be a big help. But it's not like I'll be making a lot of money off of YouTube. Like you gotta have a lot of watch time. You have to have a lot of views per video to really make a difference. And we're just starting this up. I was able to get 1,000 in less than a year, which is phenomenal. And next will be at 2,003. So the channel is obviously growing because of you guys, and I just thank you so much, and keep spreading the word and having people come and subscribe to my channel. Because I do have a lot of people watching my channel and they're not subscribed. So I'm like, what's up, man? What's going on here now? Next question. What's the price? Okay, I already read that one. Do you recommend Chinese magnetic guards for these machines? Yeah, try them out, man. You can probably get them at a really good price, so why not? Why not? I bought, those, the gold ones they're like premium gold ones. Those are like knockoff Chinese. And guess what? Those are my favorite guards I've ever not ever used, but any of my wall guards. Those are like one of my favorite. And I'm probably going to get another set because I'm getting sick of the gold, but who knows? But I really do like them. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. And they were not that expensive. In fact, you know what video I will be dropping? I'm going to do a video of top 5 things you should have, you know what I'm saying? Like accessories, barber tools and stuff, maybe like under $50, do something like that, under $30. I have to figure out because there's a lot of stuff that I use that I get a lot of questions off all the time. For me? Yeah. No, that's for mommy. Okay. Go. Go. Close the door. 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 Yeah. Close the door. Okay. Sorry about that. Oh, she's crazy. Put an ad on you. Okay, I read that one. Do you recommend Chinese guards? Yeah, I read it. Answer that. Off topic, Taco Bell or burgers? Tacos or burgers? Whew. Man, I can't have both. Nah. Tacos or burgers? Damn, it really depends. Cause sometimes I just be in the mood for a good ass burger. And where am I getting this burger? And where am I getting the tacos? That's where. So be more specific, and I'll answer that even better. But actually, and you won't really notice this as much because in some of these videos I've recorded prior to all this, but dude, I lost over 40 pounds. So I've been on like keto and exercising, and I had other stuff happening and stuff like that. So I've lost a lot of weight, and I'm still doing it. So I'm grinding, trying to eat right and exercising, get my fat ass out of this hellhole. Oh, and there goes that light. Oh well. Um, but yeah, I could still eat burgers because I'm doing the keto diet. Um, so I've been having a lot of hamburgers and chicken wings and stuff like that. Portion control. What time is it? Okay, still got some time. Do you feel like they can step in up and make their own design for clippers without copying wall stuff? No, everything is more or less a copy. Like at least the shell of it is going to be very similar. They're probably going to use probably a similar motor, and those batteries are they don't cost them nothing. That's why they can put sometimes more voltage in those batteries. Like the 86s have a 2500 milliamp hour battery on it. That's why that thing can last literally a whole day. What's next? What's next? So yeah, that's what it is. I want a clean guards or neon. Get them, man. There's some stuff out there, man. A lot of it is you got to be patient because Amazon hasn't caught up as far as like good wireless stuff yet. So there's not a big supply of wireless stuff. I wish these things were on it. Really do. I wish they were on it, but they're not. But you know, maybe if I drop this review, somebody's gonna, you know, that happens too. Like I think after I put the 1986s on, you know, on notice, like that's when that company on Amazon was like, well, maybe you should pick these up and stop selling the crappy ones that they had. What is here? Okay, you should like and be talking to my 4 and 5-year-old. Did you try last unboxing Red Chemi 2611s? What do you think about it? Battery life, blade change. You want me just to give you the full review right now? I already talked about them. You're talking about these guys right here. I'll just repeat it. I'll just try to say it real fast. So, they, let's see. They came kind of broke. So if you listen to my unboxing, you hear where I'm like describing like this is scuffed up and the noise sounds a little funny. So I can't do my full review because I believe that the blade or some part of mechanism inside the machine is loose, why it's causing it to sound like crap. Let me see if I could demonstrate that, because I was gonna do this video where okay, tell me if you guys can hear that. Okay, so that's right here. I'm showing you a video where I'm using them, and look how loud they sound. That's when I was like, there's something now. The fade, I could still fade with it if it focuses. If my camera wants to focus. It doesn't want to focus. Whatever. What I'm showing you is that, hold on, let's see if it does that. You can see the blend is, you know, I got the skills, but it just, man, that noise was just killing me. It was killing me. So this is the noise again. This is me using it. They sound terrible. They sound terrible. So that's why I haven't dropped the video on it. I want to try to get another one sent to me, like, because obviously I paid for this, but hopefully with some warranty and stuff like that, I can get it replaced so that I can then give you my full video. What? Hopefully that you get to understand what I was saying. He said they were, haha. Okay, good for you. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate the weight loss does feel a lot better, a hell of a lot better. You still use? Yes, I do use those. I still like those a hell of a lot. They still cut really good. The only thing with that is you just, once you change the blade, like I put a fade blade on it, and that machine, great battery life, great overall cutting ability, it's one of my favorites. So yes, I still use that one. Some of these machines, um, I have it at my friend's shop, and when anytime I go hang out with him and cut hair with him for a little bit, I have a set that I use over there. What was okay? What was that you just showed? That was I was doing I was gonna do like an Instagram edit. You know, me cutting my son's hair using this machine. So I was gonna use that, showing like, yo, this machine, you know, because I get a lot of questions about it, so I want to share it with people. But the problem that happened was, I gotta put this light back on. The problem that happened was just that. Oh, it's so dead it won't charge. But the problem was is that I had that mishap, so I couldn't actually give you my full review and opinion of it. So after that video I was about to edit for Instagram, it was just like a pain in the ass. I was like, nah, it's not worth it right now. I can't do it. So that's why I haven't pulled out the full video. I was gonna drop it because I've used it enough, and but that's what's going on with that video. What was okay? I showed wow. Okay, haha, weed eater. CJG Pro modified thoughts. Not sure what that is. Yeah, I put the wall 21, 26. Hey, bro, what's up? XXX7. What's good? Martin, what does Martin say? He says it is a big difference between expensive wall trimmers and these Chinese. It is easier, faster to fade well. No, man. It's all on the actual operator, right? So the barber who's using it is gonna be the difference between how fast you're gonna cut with it. And like the motors are pretty identical as far as power and stuff like that, and they're all gonna give you the same. Each blade is gonna be different, and that's where you have to realize, like, if you have a specific wall blade you like to use, then just throw it on the Chinese clipper. That's most of the time. I've found that you do have to change these blades. There's only been maybe one or two that I haven't had to change the blade, and I was satisfied with the way they were cutting right out of the box, as far as, you know, zero gapping them and stuff like that. I just love what you're doing, man. Pretty sure you're gonna get much more views and subscribers. Well, I appreciate that, L3. Um, I really do, and I hope that is the case. I'm gonna keep grinding and keep, you know, pushing. This is a passion of mine, and it comes a little bit. I'm not gonna say it comes easy. It comes natural because it's what I already do. So it's not like I have to do all this research. Like, the research is I'm putting into is when I'm actually cutting hair, you know, where I'm actually just using the product. So it is what it is. Like, I'm able to use it and do that stuff, and it works out really good. What kind of camera are you using? I have a couple cameras. The main one you see the most of the time. Well, no, I can't say the main one. Like, the one I'm using right now is the Sony A6600. This is what I use for vloggings. What I use for some of these videos where you see me. Then I have like my other setup over there, which I have a Sony A7 III and then a A6300 as the overhead. So when I'm doing the unboxings, it's in this side where you see like the really wide view of me, and then you'll see a top down. Those cameras don't move. I just keep them right there. This is like my travel camera. So that's what I'm using as far as camera, and I obviously have different lenses. What kind of, okay. All right, so far that's all the questions. And we're coming up on about an hour, so I think I'll cut this video short. Unless you guys have any more questions, let me know right now. Ask them in the comments, and then we'll go from there. If not, then I'll shut this video down, and perhaps I'll leave it up or I'll make it private. I'm not sure. Also, you tell me if you guys want to rewatch it. If you missed something, maybe I'll leave it up. But we'll go from there. It was fun. I had fun doing this live stream. It was really, I wasn't expecting to have 10 people in here. I was just kind of like, let me just do this. Let me just do this video real quick. Steel says toughest hair texture. I haven't. Okay, it's weird. Like it depends on the haircut as much as the texture. Some people want a haircut that they just don't. The texture doesn't work with it. So it's trying to talk to your clients like, bro, that's not gonna work. It doesn't look. Your hair texture won't fit that, and they're just stuck on it. And then you're doing it, and it's like, all right, let's do it. And you cut them, it still looks good, but you're just like, man, I had to spend extra work, like, and put a glob of gel so you can spike your hair when your hair doesn't spike. And that's it, man. That is having used these Chinese clippers. So y'all go check out my boy UKG, the barber, my man Greg right there. And you see him in the video. Sometimes I'll show him using the machine. And he says, yeah, having used these Chinese inexpensive clippers, they're not always a big difference, especially if you put a blade. Yeah, that's it. A lot of these machines aren't. There's not like a night and day difference between, Wall Senior cordless versus a Chemi or whatever off-brand we want to call them. It is what it is. Like the technology has caught up. They're using a lot of the same parts. They just put it on a different housing, and they do their thing. So you're gonna get a lot for your money sometimes. But if these Chinese clippers start up in the price, that's where you have to say, I'd rather pay for the name brand at this point because I'm gonna get the warranties. I'm gonna get all these things that this other brand's not gonna afford me. It's affordable now, and that's why I like representing that and showing it and talking about them and reviewing them. But the moment they start upping their price, then I'll just stop. Like, because at that point, just go with what what a company who's actually making the clippers rather than a company who's just taking a clone. You Let's see. Any more questions? You are shooting very good content. I've been looking for something like that for a long time. Quality and professional reviews for more affordable barber equipment. Keep it going, top notch. Hey man, I appreciate that, Martin. That stuff means a lot because if you ever make videos, you'll know how much process goes into it. So hear stuff like that, it definitely makes me feel good and stuff like that. So I appreciate that. Yo, what's up, Juan, man? My man Greg, the difference in price does not always seem to reflect quality and user experience. Exactly. Is there a specific wall blade I have to buy? No. Whatever wall blade you like the most, that's what you should buy. I used to favor the ridge blade, but now I favor more of the fade blade. So I would say for like 2 decades I was using just the ridge blade because I like to move a lot faster. Now I've kind of like scaled it back, taking my time, getting a little bit more detail. Not that I wasn't clean as hell before, I was, but the fade blade does give a different cut. So I started using that more recently, just in this past year, honestly. All right. All right. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.